Hey folks, back one more time today for the March 30th report on junior hockey for midwesthockey.info. I have only a few games tonight. The junior calendar is starting to dwindle a little bit. A few leagues, including the USPHL and the SIJHL from Canada, the Superior International Junior Hockey League, they are both wrapped up as far as Midwest hockey teams go. And I'm going to try to put together a bit of a review on them over the weekend, so I don't want to forget them. The SI is still going, but the two Midwest junior hockey teams that play in that league are both on the sidelines. So I'll do a bit of a wrap up on that, and maybe a little bit of a season in review over the weekend. And I wanted to kind of just follow up a little bit on some of the stuff I was talking about yesterday. I don't have scores and stuff in front of me, but a tough night for the Flint Firebirds. They dropped, I think, a 5-2 decision on home ice to the Sioux Greyhounds, who, with the win, take a commanding 3-1 lead in that best-of-7 series. It was definitely a long shot for the Firebirds. They were a number 7 seed playing against a number 2. But they represented themselves well. I thought they rallied for a win in the second game in the Sioux, and then played tough on home ice. The game 3 wasn't clinched until the last couple minutes. Actually, the last couple seconds. It was an empty netter that really clinched it in the final minute of the game. And then the Sioux took control last night with that 5-2 win. The one thing of interest in that series, and I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday or not, but the same two teams played 6 times through the regular season, and now they played 4 playoff games, so 10 games altogether. The road team, the visitors, have won 9 out of 10 games in that stretch. That's a really unusual stat. The only home win was the Sioux winning the opener of this playoff series. They won that on home ice, and then Flint, like I said, they came back and won game 2. So maybe Flint will find some new life in the Sioux when they go there for game 5. I believe that's tomorrow night, Friday night. They'll be playing for their life. They are up against the wall now. They're down 3-1 in that series, and they are the only Midwest junior hockey team still alive in the Ontario Hockey League. The Saginaw Spirit failed to make the playoffs this year. So that's a little bit of a follow-up on that. And I also wanted to maybe update the Midwest teams that were in the Silver Cup yesterday. In my report, I was going to just sort of go through the games that are coming up, but here is the scores from yesterday. The Metro Jets, who went 47-0 through the regular season, they opened up with a 3-0 shutout against the Granite City Lumberjacks. The Granite City Lumberjacks, always a threat in the Silver Cup. Them and North Iowa have combined to win the last 5. 2 of them went to the Granite City Lumberjacks. Andrew Kormos, a 97 from Milford. He stopped 31 shots, everything Granite City could fire at him, to pick up the shutout for Metro, with goals coming from Matthias Tellstrom, a 96 from Sweden, Chaz Distelrath, and another 96 from Heartland, Michigan, and Hayden Winch, a 97 from Plymouth, Michigan. They scored the Metro Jet goals as they opened up with a 3-0 win against the Granite City Lumberjacks last night, the first of 3 round-robin games for both teams. The other game in that Group A, I think they're calling it, was the St. Louis Junior Blues, another Midwest-based team, winners of the Midwest Division. They picked up a 4-2 win over the Atlanta Capitals. Joe Papa, a 98 from St. Charles, Missouri, a hometown kid. He scored a pair of goals. And the others came from Joe Nolan, a 97 from Arlington Heights, Illinois, and a 98 from Russia, Ivan Galaguzov. Hope I pronounced that right. But that was the other St. Louis goal. The 2 Atlanta goals came from Tristan Polisino, a 97 from California, who I believe played for the Forest Lake Lakers of the USPHL last year, and Sasha Fiji, a 97 from Switzerland. They had the 2 Atlanta goals last night. Or yesterday afternoon. In fact, those were actually, those games started at 4 and 4:30 respectively. The night games was the B group. And a bit of a surprising start in that one. The North Iowa Bulls, defending Silver Cup champions, winners of 3 Silver Cups in the past 5 years. They dropped their opener 4-2 to the Yellowstone Quake. It was the first ever Silver Cup win for the Yellowstone team, and the Frontier Division, excuse me, has not been really well represented in this tournament in the past. So an impressive win by the Quake to come out and take the opener against the defending champs, and really put North Iowa into a bit of a do-or-die situation here. Only the top 2 out of 4 teams in each side is going to move on to semifinals on the weekend. Let me see if I have the score. Yeah, Tony Dahlberg, a 96 from Lakeville, Minnesota, had 2 goals for the Quake team, and others from Kurt Greenbush, a 96 from St. Louis Park, Minnesota, and Pablo Pantoya, a 96 from Spain. The first Spanish player I remember hearing about in junior hockey, so it's kind of neat that they have an import from Spain there. The Bulls goals came from Brandon Studioso, a 99 from Washington State. There's a guy to keep an eye on. And Connor Clemens, a 98 from Savage, Minnesota. So they dropped a 4-2 decision to the Yellowstone Quake. The other game in that division, no Midwest involvement there, but the Binghamton Junior Senators, they really thrashed the Long Beach Sharks out of the gate, with an 8-1 win. As I speak, second games are already in action. I have them on a screen in front of me here. I can tell you that the St. Louis Junior Blues are now closing in on the halfway mark of the second period. They are up on the Granite City Lumberjacks 2-0. So Granite City Lumberjacks in a bit of a critical situation here as they're near the halfway mark of their second game, and if they drop to 0-2, it could be the end for them. Although, mathematics and everything could come into play. You just never know in these tournaments. A bit of a surprise here in the other game, the Metro Jets, who, they're kind of the overwhelming favorite, I believe, going into this tournament because of the regular season record. They won their first game yesterday 3-0 against Granite City. Find themselves trailing now 3-1 against the Atlanta Capitals, nearing the 5-minute mark of the third period. So very interesting dilemma there for Metro Jets. Far from over. They still have 15 minutes. They're only down by a pair. But be interesting to see what happens there. One other game tonight in junior action, that is the Janesville Jets at Coulee Region Chill. They've played 10 times already this season. 6 of them have gone in favor of the Janesville Jets, who lead that division, the Central Division, I believe it is. The Coulee Region Chill in the 4th and final playoff spot right now with a 4-point margin on Springfield. They're using up one of the 2 games they have in hand on Springfield tonight. And they will play 4 of their final 5 games against Springfield, and the other one will be against the Jets. So it's shaping up for a real clash between the Springfield Junior Blues and Coulee Region Chill down the stretch. Although if they were able to pull off a win tonight and still have a chance at maybe tying the season series with Janesville, that would definitely give them a little bit more breathing room. But as it stands right now, a tough assignment for the Coulee Region Chill tonight on home ice as they entertain the Janesville Jets. Later on tonight, the North Iowa Bulls will face the Binghamton Junior Senators in their second game at the Silver Cup tournament. The Metro Jets have just scored. It's now 3-2 with just under 14 to go there. So don't touch that dial. The Metro Jets are making a comeback. As I said, the Long Beach Sharks will be playing, I believe, the Quake tonight, Yellowstone, and North Iowa Bulls will be against Binghamton. So they really the Bulls don't want to fall to 0-2 in this tournament because you lose a lot of control. Excuse me, if you go to that record, and then it makes it awful tough to get into that semifinal round. But they're facing a really good Binghamton team tonight, and I honestly can't wait to see that one. I'm really looking forward to it. It should be a great game. And that is all I have today for the junior hockey report. Sure, there'll be a lot more tomorrow. WSHL playoffs kick into their division championship rounds tomorrow this weekend. So they'll begin tomorrow night. The NA3HL will wrap up the round robin part of the Silver Cup, and obviously the NAHL and USHL will have big regular season games as they both near the playoff line there. They're both within a half dozen or so games of the playoffs. So those playoff spots are some of the teams are in pretty precarious spots. Some of them looking to hang on. Also, the Sioux Eagles, who upset the Sioux Thunderbirds in the Northern Ontario Junior Hockey League. That's the Sioux from the American side beating the Sioux from the Canadian side. Huge upset there, and they begin their semifinal round tomorrow night. Actually, it's a division final, I guess is what they're calling it. It's a division final, and they will be the underdog in the series based on season performance, but based on a first-round upset, who knows how far they could go. That's another series that's worth keeping an eye on. That's all I have for today, and we'll see you tomorrow night on midwesthockey.info here on YouTube. Thank you.